It'd be really fun to work on my Sunlit Plateau today. I'm really back in my decorating bag right now. So before I had my farm in the front there, and then I had the Lion King house over here in between the waterfalls. Just a very simple build. Today I want to kind of up the ante and really like make this area feel like a super lush jungle. Like that's the vibe today. I don't want it to be like super perfectly decorated. I want it to be lush and just really feel like a tropical like oasis kind of vibe. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's first get into the vibe with our outfit. Let's do maybe like a bird, like a tropical, colorful bird. That could be fun for the vibe. To feel very jungle-like. I feel like you could do a snake, you could do a monkey, could be cute too. You know what? Let's do a monkey. I feel like that's really cute for the tropical aesthetic. I like to get dressed up. I like to dress up my character according to the vibe that I'm going for. So let's look up Lion King. Let's look up Lilo and Stitch, Coco. What else? Like colorful, tropical. Anything that kind of has like that colorful aesthetic. Ooh, we could do the jungle gown. That's cute. Okay, perfect. And then let's change the hair. I kind of like the braid. I feel like that gives tropical jungle vibes. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, I think I want to start, this is Pride Rock, and I definitely want this to be, I wish it was bigger. I want this to be our focal point. I think what we're gonna do is add a lot of foliage, um, and just really make it the center of attention. I think I'm gonna put it at an angle so it kind of feels like, I'm gonna move this tree out of the way for now so it's not in my way. I'm trying to decide how I want the layout to be, just because when you walk in, since this is like technically the back, I could also do it this way. I want to do a lot of water details and water features. I love those. We also have like pools now. We have a lot of water like items. So I want to see what I have. Isn't there like a pond or something? I forgot what it's called. It's like, I forgot what it's called. Is it a pond? I don't remember. But it's like a water feature. So I think I'm going to grab a bunch of those like water items so I know what I have before I start putting things down. Oh yes, this, the oasis. Oh, how cute. I love this. So let's put those down. And And then I think I wish I could layer this, but we could always put some behind, like this, like behind the oasis to give it that look, that there's water coming out of the back from it. And it also adds that pretty steam. And we could also put some greenery around it. So let's put these down. I'm going to put them over here. Okay. And then we're probably going to use more foliage and rocks and things than anything, but I still want some furniture items that are natural. Oh yes, the waterfall. Hello. I think I want to do a bunch of waterfalls. I just want it to feel super lush, like you're in a jungle oasis. Like, I feel like when we first started playing the game, when we didn't have a lot of space, I kind of had to be really picky with what I used. But now we have so much space with all the different places to build that I feel like I can have a little bit more fun with building without worrying about, like, oh, I'm not going to have space for something else later on. Like, there's so much space now. So it's a lot more fun to get creative. Okay. I think that's a good place to start. I still don't know if I want to do it this direction. Whatever. Let's just do this. And then I could also block this off and then just have the bridge as my main way to get to this side. So even if I have to block off the entrance of the other part of the build. I'm going to focus on this side first. So we're going to use this side as our, like, place to place things while I'm figuring out what I want to do. Also want to use a ton of grass. So that will be like a finishing touch. I'm trying to decide. I think I definitely want it. I'm trying to decide what layout looks best. I also have that rock there. I don't want to block. Let's move this bush over here as well. We already have a waterfall there, so I don't know if we need another one. I'm trying to decide what I want the layout to be. I think it's supposed to be placed like this way. I'm not sure, but it also fits in this corner really cute. It could also be like that, where it doesn't have to be. I think I kind of prefer it like this. So I also want it to look like it's like naturally occurring too, you know? That's the thing. This is not meant to look symmetrical. Like, we want it to feel real. I kind of like that. Like I said, if I'm not worried about cutting off access to the other side here, like I can close off everything and just have the bridge as our main entrance and exit point, which is fine because it's not like I come over here so often. I kind of like this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Could always put one here too. Maybe this way? Trying to decide what looks best. Okay. I also want a ton of waterfalls. I think let's go in with some trees. Oh, I'm in my own way. So far, I like this. I feel like there's a lot of space in between. There's a lot of depth. When I come up this way, I feel like Pride Rock looks really big and it's a perfect place for it. Okay. I think I'm going to go in with trees first. I want to use the big jungle trees and maybe some of the really big like rocks and stuff. Like the giant trees. Oh, this is gorgeous already. I love it. I want it to feel massive, like super jungly. Just really super tropical, super jungle. I love it. I really want it to feel like you're enclosed in a jungle and it's just tropical AF, you know? Does anyone say that anymore? I don't know. And then we can go in with some of the more like Sahara type of trees as well. Just to give it a little bit more of that like African jungle vibe. The fun thing about these types of builds is like it doesn't have to be perfect because it's meant to look like a jungle. So we'll do one of the lush dragon trees. Gotta make sure we can still walk somewhat through the area, but I'm not too concerned. Let's also go in with rocks. Should do the large tangled. We don't need much space for the entrance. Just enough. I feel like adding these in front of the area looks so nice. Okay, now I want to start. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to start seeing where I can fit in more waterfalls and things like that. I kind of want Pride Rock to be like enclosed with waterfalls and kind of have that vibe. Because you know the Jungle King lives here. So he's got his own sanctuary. Oops, that's fine. We will just add another one if we can. I think I'm also going to make like a little wall type of vibe. I totally forgot I don't have to do this anymore because now we have the option to grab stuff. Let's start fitting in some of these guys. And also add some of these here. This is like one of my favorite furniture pieces, I swear. It's so good. I ran out of these already? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna move this up just a bit. Oh, if I do, it removes that tree. And we'll just put it right there. Let's see what that's feeling like. I love it. So lush. Okay. I want to add this pathing. I have to get more of these. Hey, maybe not. Now we gotta really incorporate things, start making things feel really lush, really full, natural. And like filling up a lot of spaces. I think I want to remove this, yeah. Trying to decide if I want to add palm trees. Or any of these. I kind of really like the way the yellow looks. It just adds that extra pop of color. I don't know if it's jungly, but I like the colors. Alright, I'm just gonna check that I can still get to my rock, which I can, okay. Might add more pathing just so I can find my way. And then we can still go this way. Oh, I love this. It feels so tropical. Jungle tropical. Oh, I love how you walk this way and like it leads you right here. I'm gonna start working on like the little detail areas. So I'm gonna go in with more like small little trees to like fill in spaces, and then also I think like adding some green foliage, some extra little palm trees and things. It'll make it feel a lot more realistic and intentional. I'm going to do a bunch of these. I love these so much. They fill in so much space. Make everything look so lush. It's gonna really help cover up, like, let's also add some colorful stuff. Let's add some of these. This way, this area looks really enclosed and just feels like it's naturally super lush. I wish we had more like bright yellow, orange, colorful type stuff. It would be so nice. I'm gonna do my best to make everything feel bright and colorful. We have these that are kind of colorful. The blue is nice. All these little details is what really makes it feel real. I wish we had more item space. You can take more time to perfect this, but personally, I don't have the patience. And my style is very like, the more thrown together, the more natural, and I like that. So I'm just gonna go with the flow here. Really, I'm just trying to like make everything look realistic and cover up furniture. So the more plants, the more things kind of just blend in and just feel really lush and natural. All right, let's take a look. Let me save this because the other day when I was building my Agrabah build, I lost like 5 to 10 minutes worth of building, and that was devastating. See how lush it feels? It feels so... Oh, I love it. And like walking through it, it just really feels like you're in a tropical jungle. I love that. Don't think I can walk this way. Oh, kind of. Am I stuck? A little stuck, but I don't really want to go that way. I like that you can walk up to this. I think that's nice. So I'm going to add some pathing probably this way so that it's easy for me when I'm playing, and then have this path goes perfectly this way. So over here is where I'll probably put more furniture type stuff and like have all my, you know, harvestable items. Let's see, is there space for more waterfalls? Let's see. Okay, I remember when the waterfall item came to the game. I wanted it so bad. I was so excited. I wish there was like a little bit more of a water feature right around here. But I don't want to like remove anything I have. There we go. Ooh, let's also add Nala's door somewhere. I forgot to add it in. I don't want to remove anything though. Damn it. Like once you get a good groove of something, you don't want to ruin it, you know? But let's just add in some more palm trees. Maybe like a little mossy tree. Or maybe one of the little yellow trees. Yeah, I like the little added water. It just really helps. And then maybe have this just like back here somewhere for a little extra water. I love that. Alright, I'm gonna go grab more of those pathing tiles. I really want to finish building my plaza out too. I want to do a little city. Not a city, but like a little town kind of vibe. A little suburban town. I might do maybe like a little street and like build it out to look like I just realized I don't think I checked my shops today. Didn't I get this one already? I think so. I started building immediately and I forgot to check my shops. Ooh, a door. Keystone Agrabah door. I wish we could use those doors in our outdoor builds. Ooh, the Alice in Wonderland light, the teacup lights. So cute. Oh, and I think I got the heart wallpaper. Yes. Okay. So glad I thought to check. I literally forgot to check my shops today.
Greetings, neighbor.
Let's get some more of that pathing, girl. I definitely want this pathing everywhere, so I'm gonna buy as much of it as I can. That pathing is everything. Actually, let's also get some lighting. Because I think I used a lot of my candles in my Agrabah build. Yeah, I used all of them. Can we get 100 of them? This is probably one of my most used items. I love candles in real life and in the builds. I'm obsessed. Oh, you know what else could be cute? The little lion lights. Let's go to Lion King. The little cub lights. And just put like a ton of those. This is for indoors, right? Maybe we could put a... Oh, that's also indoors. Right? Or is it outdoors? Yeah, it's indoors. Like, why don't these things... Ugh, these things should be outdoors. Like, a lot of these items should be outdoors. Oh, I forgot about the vine wall. Ooh, you know what? Let's add some of these. The leaf pile rugs. Those will look really cute. Ooh, and we gotta use these. And the actual leaf piles. We gotta use a ton of those. Dang, where would I put the vine walls? Because I've already been using all of the, what do you call that? I've been using the waterfalls as walls. Oh my god, I'm so happy I remembered the vine walls. I don't know if I like this one right here. I feel like it's a little awkward. But I love the background that's creating right here. Also, here. Like, you see the depth of that? It's just really adding some good depth. And then back here as well. You see that? Oh, that was kind of in my way. Okay. Let's get these out of my way. I want to make sure that we can still walk back here. Not for any other reason than aesthetics, but like I like the idea of this little pathway going back here. Let me make sure that I can go now. Yeah, so I can still get back here. It's not really necessary, but you know, it's just nice to have another little pathway if I ever want to come over here for any reason. It looks nice. It feels more realistic. Okay. I love that. I just love how it feels like you went on a hike, you know, to like find this beautiful oasis, you know? Like you come this way and it's like, wow, beautiful. And then from this direction, it's like you're making your way through the jungle and twists and turns and trees and forests, like, you know, and then you find this beautiful oasis and it looks so magical. This would be nice for a dream snap too. Like, just, you know, right here. Like, come on, that's beautiful. So, good to have the option. But I probably won't come back here too often anyway, because there's no rock or anything. But, you know, it'll be good for, like, when things spawn, for flowers. Okay. Should we put the hammock back here too? I think that could be cute. Make it a really nice spot for like the villagers to come sit. Let's add some of these leaf piles. I think it looks so cute. Makes it feel like the leaves are falling from the tropical trees. Oh, no! What did I just do? No, that is so upsetting. What was that? Dude, what was that? Oh, it was this. Dang. I feel like it just cleared out so much stuff. Oh, how annoying. They really need an undo button. That's one of the things that I'm noticing while I'm playing. I really need an undo button because so many times you remove things that you did not mean to remove and then you end up upset like I just was. That really just upset me. I feel like I had a good synergy going on there. Whatever, we're just gonna rebuild. Persevere. Take the chance to try again. Anyway, all of that for the little leaf thing, but we're just gonna add more of these carefully. this is just adding to that really lush vibe where there's just trees everywhere, lots of greenery, just that really lush feeling. I'll also add a little chair again, just to like bring in the villagers. Because you always want to have like seating and areas where they can come in. All right, now we're going to add a bunch of the Lion King, like fairy looking lights, which I love that these double as like fairy lights. I'm going to use these in my fairy build as well, which I'm going to be doing very soon. Like I said, I'm in a very like creative place right now with building, so I want to like get everything done while I'm in this space because it is not easy to be in this space. And if you are a creative person, if you're neurodivergent, you know, like when you're in that mode of getting things done, you're feeling super productive, you kind of have to take advantage of it. It's so easy for it to go away. And especially if you're prone to like being depressed or anxious, life can just steal your joy so easily, steal your motivation so easily. And so when I'm feeling good and I'm feeling excited about building and like working and being productive and like just in general making things happen in my life, I like to really take advantage of it. So even if that means building until 2 o'clock in the morning for, you know, a week straight, I will do it because I feel like it's good for me to let my brain just dump everything out. I just lost something. And just feel that, you know, that sense of productiveness. You know, it's one of the great things about games that if you don't play, you might not understand. But like when you are someone who plays games, like it really makes your brain feel productive, even if it's, to some people, it's just a video game and they don't understand, but it really can help you feel productive, and it just scratches something that we need scratched in our brains. So it's never a waste of time if you feel like you're truly getting something out of it. And sometimes that productivity like trickles into the rest of your life, you know? Sometimes, you know, that sense of getting things done and that accomplishing feeling can really like trickle into other areas of your life. And sometimes I feel that way. I feel like I'll be on such a kick, you know, doing other things in life, and then it helps me feel like I can get other things done because my brain is in that mode of accomplishing and like getting out my creativity. And as a full-time content creator and influencer and, you know, all the things that I do so many different things in my career. Sometimes this is like a conduit for, or rather maybe the catalyst for getting other things done. That's why it's so important to have hobbies and other things that you like to do. I actually was on a panel the other day talking to to unhoused kids, specifically immigrants, and, talking about our careers and as people who are in the industry like fashion and beauty and who do unconventional things, that a lot of immigrant families don't support. You know, if you're a person of color or if you're an immigrant, you probably understand what it's like to have a parent who's like, you got to be a doctor, you got to be a lawyer, you got to go to college. And there's nothing wrong with going to college, but sometimes it becomes this thing of like, you go to college instead of following a passion, instead of, doing things that make you happy. And so we were talking about our career and letting them ask us questions. And one of the things, dang, no, what was that? I don't even remember what that was now. It wasn't a waterfall. I don't know what it was. And I really liked it. Was it this? I don't remember what it was. But one of the things that I, told the kids is like, stay, passionate about doing other things that make you happy. Have hobbies. Have other things you do in your life that bring you joy. Things that you do just for the creativity, for the fun. Because those things are what keep you alive. It's so easy to get caught up thinking about money and being successful and like all these things, but the thing that is going to sustain you the most in this life is being emotionally and mentally fulfilled and, actually fulfilling your creativity and your spirit. That's what's going to really keep you sane, I'm going to put a bunch of these everywhere. I just feel like it's super cute. And it feels like you're in the jungle and you're seeing little cubs everywhere. And even this way is cute because when I'm fishing on the other side, I'll be able to see them. I think it's also cute for the aesthetic that you're in the jungle since we don't have like little animals to place down as furniture. And then you could say that these are Nala and Simba's kids. These are their cubs. They're hanging around the jungle. Let's change the time. Well, it's raining, so we're not going to really get to enjoy it in its full, colorful glory. But so far, I'm loving this. Now what we need is some colorful flowers. So I'm going to pick up what's here and just drop those everywhere. I think I want some yellow flowers too. Oh man, you can put stuff on there now. So cool. Oh yes, I almost forgot to add grass. I think I filled up too much space. Let's see, can we add beach grass anywhere? Just really don't want to delete anything again. Definitely here. So crazy when you start building, you have no idea what's going to happen. At least for me, like, I go in with like a general idea, but never really like a full-fledged. It's very rare that I go in with a really well thought out plan. It's more so just like, this is the vibe. I get excited because I feel the creative energy, and then I just kind of go from there. But I am really, really happy with how this is turning out. I feel like the energy, what I wanted to accomplish, is really coming through. And we're also probably going to add some of the like more dead beach grass. I'm going to move that here. Where did I put all my cocoa trees? Where did I put them? Oh, I put them on the plaza. We'll come back to that later. I had put so much stuff down before because we didn't have as many like items. Oh, these are nice too. I forgot about these. These are definitely very tropical, jungly. Wait, is that a furniture item? I thought those were... Oh, wow. Like, I feel like the dead grass is nice too. It just adds like a depth of color, and especially in like the pathing areas where, you know, it looks like it's been kind of, the grass has been walked over, you know. People are coming over here, the animals, maybe they're grazing here. It just gives it a little bit more depth, if you will. Makes it feel a little more textured, so the empty space is not so empty. I'm not quite sure how I want to set this area up. Only reason why I'm getting rid of all these little things is because I need my item limit to go down. Like, I have so many pieces out, so I'm trying to bring my item limit down. Especially the other side is like filled with stuff, so if I can bring that item limit down. I'm also trying to decide where I want to put the fountain, and because now for this side it's going to be the fountain, Goofy's stall, and Wally's farm, since we can't get rid of Wally's farm. If it was up to me, I would get rid of it. I don't really need it. I feel like, you know, it was helpful when we first started playing the game because we didn't have things yet. Like, but I think at this point, for people who have been playing the game from the beginning, like I've been playing since early access. Literally, I knew about the game before the early access date even dropped. I've been playing since the very beginning. Because I started playing on my Nintendo Switch back in like whatever it was, 2020, 2021. I'm not sure what year. And so, you know, I've been playing for so long. Now I play on my PlayStation 5. I literally got a PlayStation 5 because of this game. Well, also because I wanted to play Spider-Man. Mostly because I wanted to play Spider-Man, but also because, and Batman. But also because I was already obsessed with this game, and I was like, you know what? Let me just invest in a good, you know, playing console, a good console, because a good game console. Because the Switch is just so terrible. Like, it's fun to take with you places. Whenever I go on vacation, I take my Switch because, hello, gamers cannot go without games. We literally have to have a gaming console with us at all times. Especially if I'm like taking a long flight, I'll play like some cozy games on there. I love Coffee Talk. Also, what's the game with the ghosts? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you play cozy games, you know the ghost game where they're like bears and you're like on a campground and you have to help them like with their afterlife. And you craft items, and there's like a little fire. I forgot the name of the game. I love to play that game when I'm on vacation, like when I'm on my flights and stuff. It's so cozy and relaxing for long flights. But my point is that for like the more intense games that I like Batman, Spider-Man, the Lara Croft games, things like that. I'm not into like sci-fi stuff, so I don't play those types of games, but for those, I was like, girl, I need a better console. So that's why I bought the PlayStation 5, and I was saying all of that to say that because I've been playing for so long, I feel like we don't need the Wally farm anymore. That was a lot of backstory. I feel like Wally's farm was helpful at the beginning, but like, girl, I don't need her anymore. Her time has passed. Let me delete her, please. Like, she's taking up space. Like, girl. So now, like I said, I'm stuck with it. I think what I'm going to do is put it back here and just make a cute little farm area back here. Like, make this a little tropical farm nook and have Goofy's stall, kind of like a little farm vibe. I had a farm build before. Something like this could be cute. Like Goofy's stall, the farm, some trees. You know the vibe. Oh my god. Building mode has been very glitchy lately. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this could be cute. And have that there. Or should we do it the other way? Maybe this way. Yeah. And then leave Goofy there. Okay, I'm liking this. And then have this be kind of like a farmy vibe. Still a little tropical jungle just to match, you know, the rest of the build on the other side. But not super, super tropical jungle. Just a little hint. Just a little taste, you know? Maybe we'll put Goofy here instead. Just to give him more space. And then do like a little extra spot. Let's do some of the pathing. Maybe connect it with the other side so it feels intentional. I like that. I think we're gonna put this here. Do a little build for this separately from our farm. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I like this so far. Okay, and then what we'll do... Oh, how cute. This could be cute, the little Vitalis. Is it called Vitalis? Vitalis? Little guy there. So that it kind of goes with since the mines are over there. Should we add in this little wooden stall? And like add this to Goofy's vibe? Maybe give him like a whole... This is his like market, you know? He's like, I got everything. With some fruit, some seeds, you know? It's like, girl, stick with me. And then let's look up the colors that we want. I'm going to do brown first. Do this. It leads us right to the stall. We'll add in one of these guys. You know what? Let's move this so we can make space for these. Am I the only one who never buys the Goofy skins for the stall? I don't have any of the whale, wow. The whale skins or the stall skins. I don't have any of them. I just don't think it's important. I don't really care. Cute. We're just kind of creating a little vibe. We'll add one of those. We'll add a little chair for Goof. Give him a little area. You know, this is his farm, so people are coming, they're hanging out. They're like, hey, you got the goods. Like, what would you see in a tropical jungle farm? That's what we're going for. That kind of vibe. Some crates by the farm. We need the little farm tools. You know what? He gets his water from the well over here, so we're going to put a jug here too. That way it kind of corresponds. We'll probably change this up, but for now, be cute. And put the little cart here. We got our little sacks. Oh wait, there's tools here already. And put a little, like, hey, come look at the, it's telling people to go to the farm. I wish we had like a jungly house. Like something that felt really, really natural, you know? Because like the jungle house that we have is still like a little too nice. I don't know what the word is. We need like a true like tree house or something that's super tropical jungly that has like big colorful like hibiscus flowers and like something like that. We need more tropical vibes in the game. I feel like we don't have enough super colorful tropical aesthetic kind of pieces. Trying to decide how I want to deal with this fountain. So I want to do some pathing. I don't know. Hmm. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a path or not. Like maybe on this side do the leaf pathing, so it feels like more like this side is more where you have like the beginning of the savannah is like this jungle that you have to like get through, and this is like where the animals are, and it's like more uninhabited. And then once you cross the bridge, this is where the people are. So I feel like having a path that looks intentional, like after the bridge, like helps with that kind of vibe, that story. Like this is the area where the people have settled, and they live here and they're planting and they're figuring out, you know, how to live with the aminals. The aminals. I'm so bad at pathing. I just do stuff until something looks decent. That's my vibe. I'm gonna go buy more of those like potted palm trees that we got from the Oasis Star Pack. I think that would look nice here.
Hope you have a bull market day. Just so you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
I'm obsessed with these after using them in my Agrabah build, but I feel like they work here too because it gives that vibe of like humans being around, you know what I mean? Like, you know how humans ruin everything. Like there's natural palm trees around, but no, we want potted palm trees. I think it looks really cute. I love it. And then I'm gonna add in, I think, some real ones, like in the background, or some real trees in the background that kind of give us the vibe that there's real palm trees around. I just gotta make sure I can get back there to my rocks because I do mine over here quite a bit. I can still get to this one. I can't get to this one. I'm gonna have to move this forward, which shouldn't be a problem. Just gonna get rid of this. Move this forward. And then boom. Now I could go actually all around it. I can get to both of my rocks. And it still feels really lush and natural. Perfect. Okay. I also don't want to forget about all of my my cocoa trees and like all of the harvestable bushes. So I'm going to bring them all in here and add them to my farm. I'm just going to put them like kind of in a nice little pattern, but I'm not going to worry too much about how perfect or like building anything special. It's just, actually, I'm going to put my other apple tree here because this is my Snow White forest. So I have all my apple trees here. And then I'm going to put all my cocoa trees in our little farm area. And then I had the blueberries and raspberries here before. I put all of the raspberries in my meadow, like around different areas to kind of add a little bit more red. And I kind of like how it looks. So I think I'm going to leave those and then just put the blueberries in our farm. That way at least I know all of my blueberries are here. So I really don't know where else to put them. And I like to have all of this stuff kind of together so it's easy to harvest. Especially when you're low on something or you have like the star path duties. It's just better to have everything together. Or at least the same type of plant together. Isn't there 4 blueberry plants? There's only 3. I thought there was 4. Do I have blueberries over here? Oh, it's because I have 2 blueberry plants over here as well. So I liked the blue with the Cinderella build, but I think I'm gonna take them out of here. Or should I put all the blueberries over here? I don't know. Maybe I should just keep all the blueberries with my Cinderella build, because the blue, I'll remember, like, okay, Cinderella has the blue, like having the colors kind of together is helpful. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just have all of the blueberry. I gotta update this build too, because this is one of my first builds ever. When I first started playing the game, my forest was one of my first builds because it's my fairy forest, my fairy tale forest. So I have my Cinderella's kind of build, and then I have Merlin's house and fairy godmother. I think having all of the blueberries over there is helpful. Since I already had blueberries over there, I'll just always know, like, it's easier to remember. And then the cocoa beans I already had in the Sunlit Plateau, so that won't be a problem to remember either. I kind of like how this looks, like the blueberries over here. It matches the forest. I mean, the blueberries actually were in the forest at the beginning of the game, right? Because that's what the raccoons eat. So it just makes sense. And then the cocoa beans over here makes sense with like the color story. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of make it look like this is part of the farm. Like we've got our cocoa trees. There's an uneven amount, of course there are. So we're just gonna have them together. Like I said, I'm not gonna make them like, I could always update this later if I want to, change things around, but for now, I think that's fine. I don't think it's that serious to like kill myself over it. What I could do is add some more trees to like enclose it a bit. Make it feel a little more, like I said, enclosed. And we also have all of the gooseberries around here too, so it matches the color palette. Let's also put some more palm trees over here. And it'll just help everything kind of feel like you're entering a different area. So then from this direction, it feels like you're entering like an enclosed space. Trying to decide if I should put like a little fence around them or I don't know. I think it looks fine. It looks cute. It looks like a little area to farm. They would have been nice in this corner too. Maybe, you know what? Let's try that. I wonder if there's enough space for them in this corner. Like move all of this out and then put the trees back here so it really feels like it's part of the forest. I mean, part of the farm. It feels a little more enclosed. I did like how the haystack looked there, but we could do the haystack here. I think the haystacks look nice there too, so. And then add this guy back in. We can put this guy over here. Add in another couple of palm trees to make it feel more it's kind of like how it is in Puerto Rico, like you go to a farm and there's palm trees on the farm and it's kind of like I like that. That's cute. And then it looks like the arrow is like telling you to come farm and like pick your stuff. And then I think it would be cute too to add like another basket or something like this to look like this is where you're gonna put what you are farming. Like, grab a crate, here's your goodies kind of vibe. I like that a lot. I think that looks better. It really feels like a tropical farm. I love it. I don't know why I didn't think to do this before. And then I'm going to drop some seeds, of course. Let's also split and drop some melons. We could also drop some fish, make it look like he's got fish, he's got garlic. Oh yeah, we could also drop some coffee. Alright, let's put the seeds around here so it looks like they're about to be planted. Put the melon here. Maybe the coffee on this side. He's got coffee, he's got seasonings. He's got a ton of seeds for you to buy. Another melon up top. Some fish. Some garlic. We just gotta suspend a little disbelief right now, but he's got fish, okay? Love it. I definitely want to drop some flowers, but I also want to drop flowers over there in our regular build, or the, you know, the more jungle build. I want to drop flowers over there too, so I don't know if I want to drop them right now, just because if you notice, they're spawning now, just because there's haven't been flowers, because I picked up all the flowers that were already here. Wait, I can't go this way now? No, why? I was able to go this way before. No. That's weird. Didn't I just come this way? Alright, whatever. As long as we have one entrance, it's fine. So pretty. Yeah, like the flowers are spawning now because I picked up everything. And they haven't been spawning for a while because I had so many flowers dropped from my last build. So I'm like, do I want to wait until stuff starts spawning again? Or drop them? Let's just drop them. We can always pick them up later if we need stuff to spawn. Okay, let's drop all of these red ones. We'll drop these. We'll drop these. Oh, I can't drop anymore. Alright, now let's drop some of the pink ones. Let's drop this. Let's drop this. It looks so colorful and so lush. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, I love it. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Okay, let's see how it looks. Different times of day. Let's go to like sunset. Okay, I went too far. Look how beautiful. I want all the lamps on. I don't know why they're not turning on. They're on now. Look how gorgeous. Maybe these are glitched out or something. They're not turning on. I wanted them all on so I could really see. This is so beautiful. Like, are you kidding? This is incredible. I'm so proud of my skills right now. I'm so proud of my building right now, okay? This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's go a little bit later. Look at this. Oh my god. This is incredible. Now I want to do a dream snap here. Look at the pink sky. How pretty. With some sparkles, this would be a gorgeous dream snap for like a tropical jungle theme. All the lights on everywhere.
Look, the stars.
I'm wondering if I should add some candles just to add some extra sparkles and like extra bit of lighting. Because when you're running through at night, it can be a little dark. I just gotta be careful where I'm adding the light because I don't want to get rid of anything. I'm obsessed with this entire build right now. So I want to be very careful what I'm doing. Also do some back here to kind of light the way towards the rock. Kind of light our path. I think it makes sense because if you're living over here and farming over here, it would help to have your path lit. Honestly, candles just add such a vibe to everything. It's never enough. Let's take it all in from the beginning.
Doesn't anyone here know how to have fun?
Wow. This is incredible. This is exactly what I was envisioning. I wanted it to feel super lush, super enclosed. I love that the path is lit with the candles. So at night, I know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, I think these are bugged out because they're not turning on. So I'm gonna restart the game. I'm gonna restart real quick, check it out, see if there's anything I want to add, and then take a break because I've been playing for quite a while and I need to eat lunch. And I just want to make sure that I'm happy with this build before I leave it. All right, well, maybe that's a sign that the game is crashed out. I've noticed a lot of bugs since the update, so I'm going to just end it here. Anyone who watched, thank you. If you are watching this in the future, hope you enjoyed this build, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.